Hey guys, welcome to another episode on my channel. So today we are going to continue our story about Postman and we are going to talk about flows. So what is the point with flow? With flows you can execute multiple API requests at the same time. You can provide the response value from one API request into another API request. You can show those responses. You can compare them or do any other operations with them. And you can actually provide the API response to AI in order to be processed further. But what you cannot do with Flow, you cannot call any kind of requests except APIs. So if you intend to use Flow for MCP requests or MQTT requests, forget about that. But now there are wrappers that can help you to bypass this problem, but that is subject for another episode. So in this episode we are going to deal only with APIs. And before we continue, I want to show you something. If you go right click and you look into AI, let me show you with AI agent. There are not too many models that you can select from. Actually, this node supports only OpenAI and the ChatGPT model family. So I don't want to use it. There is one more node that is interesting. AI requests. If you type in here, then I have to select my collection and I'm going to create a new request. In here, if you select model, you can see that not too many models are supported. You have open AI models, Google models, and Anthropic models. I'm especially interested about Olama, but we don't have those in this list. And I hope that in the future we are going to have this option. So in this episode we are not going to deal with AIs. So let me show you how to create API requests. So I'm going to click on send requests. Then I'm going to select my collection, and in this collection I have two interesting API requests. Both are going to take temperature, but from two different regions on the planet. And then we are going to compare those two values. First I'm going to select temp1, and at the same time I'm going to create one more HTTP request from new collection temp2, and it's going to be executed at the same time. Now in order to get those responses, I'm going to run this flow. I'm going to close this in order to get more space. Now in order to get values from response, check on these variables, go to output, and in here from body go to this one, current 4 keys. This selection is going to be different from API to API, so don't expect to see the same structure in all of cases. And in here I have a response for temperature. In order to use this value, I'm going to pull it out, you see, and now you can see that in the case of success we are going to get this value out. All right, and now I'm going to do the same for the second temperature node. So output, body, current keys, and another temperature. It's really cold, like minus 9.1 degrees. And now I'm going to take this first value. I'm going to create another node, evaluate. And I'm going to provide second variable in here. With this evaluate, I'm going to look for value 1 less than value 2. And as a result, we are going to use display. And by default, response is going to be Boolean. And now we are going to do different thing. Now I'm going to create a list. And to this list I'm also going to provide these values. Now I'm going to have another display. And in here from text, I'm going to select something else. Let's go with bar chart. This is going to look nice. And now let me see the result. So value 1, it's not less than value 2. But in order for this to be more interesting, I want to create another 2 displays. Display. And I want to show number. Going to make this smaller. I'm also going to do the same in here. It would be nice in order to see these values. Going to execute this once again. Now you can see that value 1 it's 1, value 2 it's minus 8,9, and of course 1 it's not less than value 2, and in here we have some bar chart graphical representation of these 2 values. So guys, that would be all for this episode. I hope that you learned something new and interesting, so please like, subscribe, and see ya!